It's that time. The real reason the kids showed up today. We're continuing live Spring Has Sprung week, and this morning we're learning about spring dangers that can often lead to a trip to the emergency room. Here with everything you need to know to stay safe this spring is emergency medicine physician Dr. Sampson Davis. Hi, Dr. Davis. How are you? Good
All right,
to
where are
see
we
you.
starting here?
Okay, so spring is in the air, and we're all having fun. There's a new beginning, and now we're cleaning. So,
Yes.
But with the cleaning products, they could be very dangerous. So you have your drain cleaner here, your oven cleaner here, your toilet cleaner here. Some of these products contains lye and hydrochloric acid. So if
Okay.
it comes in contact with the skin,
No good.
it can burn. So you want to make sure you put your gloves on. You want to make sure
Protect
you have
your
your
eyes.
protective glasses and long sleeves as well. And ventilation is very
What
important.
happens if we come in contact with our skin?
So you want to wash the skin for 15 minutes. You want to wash, and most of these products do have numbers on the back. You can always call as well for more information if you do come in contact. But water's your friend. You want to flush it as very important.
Okay.
To prevent you from coming to the emergency department.
Got
All right, mixing products is also very dangerous, right?
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
But it's a very dangerous thing because these things like your bleach and your ammonia or your bleach and your vinegar, if you mix together, it gives toxic fumes. And that can irritate your eyes, your lungs. And if you ingest it, it could cause damage to your esophagus and your stomach lining. So it's not a good idea to mix these products at all. Use them for their intentional purpose.
Okay.
Okay.
What about storing cleaning products?
So here's our washer fluid for our window washer fluid. What most people do, unfortunately, when this gets low, they don't want this big container. So they put it in a smaller container. This looks like grape juice to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It
so
does.
you may know it's not grape juice, but if a kid comes in contact with
bad.
it and drink it, it has methanol, which is toxic and can be life-threatening. So you want to always store your cleaning product in the original container on the top shelf, away from kids, away from pets. And it's so important so that they won't come in contact with it.
Got it. Okay. And what about like allergy triggers during spring cleaning?
We're here, right? We're about
Yeah.
to be here.
Yeah.
So some of us have real brittle asthma, or
Yes.
respiratory COPD. So you want to make sure if you're outside amongst the pollen or the pet dander that you have, your inhaler, is always good to pre-treat as well with your allergy medications prior. EpiPen, very important. If you have a severe allergy, that you keep your EpiPen handy. And mask. When you're doing cleaning and you're cleaning up within the house, the dust, the pet dander, the mold, that could trigger respiratory issues. So you want to make sure you use your mask as well.
Got it.
How about yard cleanups?
All right, so now we're moving outdoors, right? we're in the yard and we're excited. We're about to clean the
We were
yard up.
inside. We have not died yet, so now we've made it outside.
Made it outside, so
Okay.
you're successful. And so now you're outside, but you're cleaning the yard, and sometimes there's leftovers from the winter and the fall before. So you might see that bat that's not alive or that raccoon, and they carry rabies.
Okay.
Birds and things
Yeah.
of that nature. And with avian bird flu is becoming more common amongst animals, but there's been some report with humans as well. So you want to be very careful with removing these animals. So call animal control
Right.
Okay.
to get the advice on what to do. It has happened to me. I know it's not the best thing to think of, but it can happen.
What was it? What did you find?
Deer.
Oh yeah, that's a big job.
Yeah, and no rabies, thankfully, with deer,
Yeah, right.
deer as well. But also, again, you worry about pollen count as well. You need to know your pollen count. And also, you worry about coming in contact with poison ivy and poison oak. So you want to make sure what these images look like. You can pull it up on
I know. I should
the
start.
internet to
I
see.
started itching myself now.
Yeah, exactly. What about like
Lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are probably not the best shoes because they're white, but if you're out in a lawnmower, you want to have closed shoes.
Correct.
Right? They're closed
Yes.
shoes. People get excited. They get out there with the lawnmower with open-toe sandals, and the blade, hits the extremity. I see in the emergency department all the time.
I bet you do.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's not
Also, turn the lawnmower off before you start cleaning the bottom of it.
very important. And if it has very important, so you think there's common, people,
But that happens.
It happens, and I've seen injuries like that occur. And also, you want to make sure you have your sunscreen anytime you're doing the outdoor work, because we're moving into the spring. You don't think about the sun damaging you, but it can, especially as we enter the summer and the hotter months.
What about resources for any like accidents that may occur? Just 911 or?
That's always a go-to.
Right.
But the poison control, the national poison control number is 1-800-222-1222.
Beautiful. All right, for these tips and more, head to our website. We'll be right back.